My goodness, the controversy over this year's Miss Universe continues as not one, but two judges have resigned days before the competition. And this just in, Miss Jamaica just took a brutal fall due to bad set conditions? We gotta talk.
Universe is being rocked by scandal. 3 judges quitting, 1 claiming it's rigged, allegations of an affair.
The energy inside the Miss Universe arena was supposed to feel electric, polished, and perfectly choreographed. Instead, what unfolded shocked millions, left contestants whispering in panic, and sent judges storming away from the table. By the time social media caught up to the chaos, hashtags were already exploding. Clips were being replayed from every angle, and fans were asking one question: what on earth happened on that stage? And before we dive deeper into the insanity that unfolded, if you're already feeling the tension building, make sure you hit like and drop your first reaction in the comments so the algorithm knows people are watching closely. Because what happened next was nothing short of unbelievable.
That's Miss Jamaica Dr. Gabrielle Henry tumbling down in front of a shocked crowd in Bangkok last night. Dozens of crew members and medics later lifting the beauty queen on a stretcher from the pit as onlookers cheered.
Before the cameras rolled, contestants later claimed that tension backstage was unusually high. Some described rushed preparations, late cues, staff scrambling from one end of the hallway to the other, and miscommunication that set the tone for the disaster that followed. Normally, rehearsals are strict and organized with military precision, but witnesses said this year felt different. Something was off. Some contestants even said the pressure in the air felt heavier than the haze from the stage lights. What they didn't know yet was that a single moment on stage was about to pull that tension into the spotlight for the entire world to see.
And then here's an interesting comment. As an architect, it is deeply concerning to witness a production like Miss Universe having such an incident when a contestant fell off the stage and the design flaw was the main reason. The most prominent flaw appears to be the absence of a guiding light. Any platform, especially one elevated above the audience, must feature LED edge markers.
That moment came when Miss Jamaica stepped into the spotlight. Her entrance started beautifully until the floor betrayed her. One misstep, one slick patch, one blinding glare from the lights, and she fell so hard the entire venue gasped at the same time. The music didn't stop, but the room did. Cameras scrambled to adjust, hosts pushed forward, but nothing could undo what had just unfolded. Viewers clipped it instantly, slowed it down frame by frame, and posted reactions across every social platform. Within minutes, Miss Jamaica was trending worldwide. The fall became the symbol of something far deeper going wrong behind the scenes. Shock quickly turned into interrogation. People questioned whether the stage had been checked properly, whether the lighting had been too harsh, or whether contestants had enough rehearsal time. Some fans even started floating sabotage theories, not because they believed them, but because the energy of the night made every possibility feel on the table. The real concern came from the contestants' faces. Some stared in disbelief. Others appeared furious, and whispers began spreading backstage. Miss Jamaica gathered herself with grace, but the fall became the event that changed everything that followed.
One judge resigned, basically saying that he's a judge, but the top 30 has already been selected by a kind of clandestine impromptu jury. He also told me that one of the people on this alleged impromptu jury, is what he called it, is having an affair with one of the contestants.
Minutes later, the judges became part of the drama. Audience members near the front noticed something impossible to ignore. 2 judges stood up and walked away from the judging panel in the middle of the competition. Whether they left briefly or in protest wasn't immediately clear, but the timing was alarming. They stepped out right after the fall, at a moment when tension was already sky high. Rumors spread instantly. Had they disagreed with the scoring? Were they unhappy with how the fall was handled? Or were they refusing to participate in something that felt increasingly chaotic?
2 judges dropping out ahead of the November 21st pageant kickoff. Judge Omar Harfouche, a Lebanese-French composer, resigning over claims that the election process had been compromised, saying in part it has come to light that a secret and illegitimate vote was held to determine the top 30 contestants before the arrival of the official jury.
Online discussions erupted. Some viewers claimed judges appeared uncomfortable from the start. Others speculated the walkout was tied to disagreements with producers. A few believed the judges were distancing themselves from placements they felt didn't reflect fair competition. No matter the theory, the walkout became a massive part of the night's narrative. What was supposed to be a celebration of beauty and talent was now unfolding like a political scandal in real time.
The Miss Universe organization denying those accusations, saying no external group has been authorized to evaluate delegates or select finalists. Now, a second judge, French soccer legend Claude Makelele, also dropping out, saying he will not be able to attend due to unforeseen personal reasons.
Then came the announcement of the finalists, and this only intensified the controversy. Contestants backstage reported seeing staff rushing with sealed envelopes shortly before the reveal. Some described tense exchanges between producers and assistants, hinting that something wasn't aligned behind the scenes. When the finalists were announced, fans were divided. Supporters of Miss Jamaica believed she deserved a higher placement after her strong performance earlier in the competition, even with the fall. Others felt the entire reveal looked off, like the choices didn't reflect what they'd seen on stage. Suddenly, everyone was questioning not just the fall, but the entire scoring structure. The live audience made their feelings clear. During certain announcements, audible groans, shocked murmurs, and even small waves of booing rippled through the venue. These reactions were caught on fan recordings, spreading across the internet in minutes. Audience members could be seen shaking their heads, frowning at the judges' table, or exchanging confused looks with people around them. The energy wasn't celebratory anymore. It was tense, charged, and filled with disbelief. When the people inside the room are reacting like that, it's a sign that something has gone very wrong.
It is very damaging to the contestants because whenever controversy surrounds the organization, we tend to see a waning of sponsor support. And that might mean a university sponsor pulling out of their support for the organization.
Meanwhile, backstage, contestants were growing increasingly frustrated. Some confronted staff about stage safety, insisting the walkway hadn't been secured properly. Others demanded clearer judging guidelines. A few even argued for a delay in the show until conditions were reevaluated. These confrontations are extremely rare in competitions of this scale, but the pressure had reached a breaking point. Producers attempted to calm the situation, urging everyone to proceed and maintain professionalism, but the atmosphere had already cracked, and those cracks were now visible to millions. When the crowning moment finally came, it should have been the pinnacle of the night. Instead, it felt overshadowed by everything that had already unraveled. The winner stepped forward with grace, but the crowd reactions ranged from mixed applause to confused silence. Some viewers celebrated joyfully while others expressed frustration, still focused on the chaos earlier in the show. Miss Jamaica, who recovered with incredible poise, became the unexpected symbol of the entire scandal. Her fall wasn't her fault, yet it exposed the underlying issues that had been simmering throughout the event. After the show ended, the fallout spread instantly across news outlets and social media platforms. Headlines focused not only on the winner, but on the chaos that defined the night. Commentators replayed the fall, viewers demanded transparency, and hashtags calling for accountability exploded in multiple languages. People wanted to know if the judges truly walked out in protest. They wanted answers about the stage conditions, and they wanted to understand how an event that's normally controlled to perfection could spiral so openly. Contestants added fuel to the speculation with cryptic social media posts. Messages like, "You had to be there," "What a night," and "Some things aren't worth the stress" left viewers wondering what had happened behind the scenes that the public wasn't being told. These posts, while vague, confirmed one thing for many fans. The contestants experienced a level of chaos that the broadcast never fully revealed. Analysts, former pageant queens, and industry insiders quickly joined the discussion. Videos breaking down the event began appearing worldwide. They dissected the fall, the walkout, the questionable finalist placements, and the reactions in the arena. People who had supported pageants for years called this one of the most unprofessional nights they had ever witnessed. And while some dismissed the controversy as exaggerated, far more believed it reflected deeper issues within the pageant world. The larger issue now facing Miss Universe is credibility. One dramatic night can change public perception for years. Fans will expect stricter safety measures, clearer judging systems, and more transparency moving forward. Contestants will demand better preparation and fair treatment, and organizers will need to regain trust after a night that millions witnessed in disbelief. Miss Jamaica's fall was more than a stumble. It became the spark that revealed unstable foundations beneath a global event watched by the world. If you want more breakdowns like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hype the video to push it through the algorithm so more people see it.